Hello everyone, thank you guys so much for tuning into this informational video for your challenge number. My name is JOCELYN, and again, I thank you guys so much for tuning in. Also, thank you guys so much for all your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. It is greatly appreciated. So, your challenge number. Let me start off by saying the word challenge is not a bad thing. This is just something that means that you will have to overcome something, okay, that you're going to be faced with. Is to overcome any type of fears, doubts, obstacles within your life. God or the universe will set you up with some type of test so that you can overcome it. So it's not meant to be a hard thing. Life is meant to be easy. So the word challenge, once you can embrace that word and once you can accept what it really means and the true meaning of the word, then you can become highly successful. It's only hard if you are rejecting that word. If you are saying, oh, challenge means, oh, I'm a fail. If you say that, then you're going to fail. Okay. So I just wanted to start off by saying that because I know when people see that word, they get intimidated, they get fearful. And that is what a challenge is for, so that you can overcome those fear-based thoughts. Okay. So this is the only number in your numerology chart that uses subtraction to calculate your number. Okay. So you only use subtraction in challenge numbers. And just like your pinnacle cycle number, it is broken up between 4 different periods. The only difference is with your challenge numbers, it's an approximate. It doesn't have any like specific time frames that you will go through these particular lessons, okay? Let me not even say challenges, lessons. So during this particular period, the third challenge is the main overall energy, okay? So let me start off by just saying that. So that is the energy that is going to be felt through the duration of your entire life. Now, your first challenge is approximately, well, it is from birth, but it's approximately will end until maybe about 30 to 35 years of age. And this number is the difference between your birth month and your birth date. So, for example, if your birthday is May 1st, you would subtract 5 minus 1, which gives you a 4, and that will be your first challenge, is a 4. Now, challenge number 2 is roughly, like I said, from like 30 to 35 years of age to about 55 to 60 years of age. So it'll be a roughly around that time. And that is the difference between only your birthday and your year. So with my example, May 1st, let's say May 1st, 1990. You will add up you would subtract 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 0, and that will give you that challenge number. So your third challenge, again, is the main challenge, is the one that you will be feeling throughout your lifetime. So that is the difference between your first challenge and your second challenge. So it'll be the difference. So let's say your first challenge is a 4, your second challenge is a 2. 4 minus 2 equals 2. So your third challenge of a 2 is going to be felt out throughout your life. Okay. You may have like different tests here or there to learn those particular lessons so that you can remember. Okay. This is what you're going to have to go throughout. Okay. Also, the fourth challenge, last but not least, the fourth challenge is going to be felt from maybe about that 55, 60 years of age through your departure, through your transition. So it's going to be felt the remainder of your life, the latter years. And that is going to be the difference between your birth month and your birth year. Only the month, only the year. So in my example, May 1st, it will be 5 minus 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 0. Okay, so you will add the year, but you will subtract that month. Okay, let me get that clear. And then it's no negative numbers. So you'll just subtract it. So whatever the bigger number is, that's the number that you subtract. Okay, so let's say your birthday is like May 9th. Instead of you saying 5 minus 9, it gives you a negative 4. No, you will say 9 minus 5 is a 4. Okay, so there's no negative integers in that. Also, if you do have a challenge number of a 0, that is very common. So don't be alarmed by that. There is a such thing as 0. And there are only 9 numbers in this particular lesson. So there's no master number. So even if you do add up to an 11, you don't have a master number 11. It'll just be a 2. So it'll be, the numbers are represented 0 through 8, okay? 9 is a challenge number, but 9 is also has the representation or the energy as a 0. So if you have a 9, you'll just look at what 0 means, okay? And then that'll be the numbers. And the only reason why that is because 9 and 0 have like the same representation. They have the same characteristics. So with that being said, let's move on to your challenge number. If your challenge number is a 0 or a 9 in any pinnacle, this can mean your challenges can be everything or nothing at all. 0 and 9 are cipher numbers, meaning that it could represent all or nothing as well. And this is a period of a complete cycle of growth. You can experience a lot during this period because it's just not any particular obstacle that you'll face. So for example, if you have a 0 in your pinnacles for your challenge number, this can mean that you can go through everything or nothing at all. And it's the same as number 9. You can either go through everything or nothing at all, because 0 and 9 are pretty much the same. They add to the same number. They both represent 0 or completions. So this particular period could be faced with, like I said, a lot of different challenges in every area of your life, where it may seem like you don't have any challenges because you move through them quickly. So if you was to go back to reflect in any pinnacle that you have these numbers in, you can tell that, okay, well, I didn't think I actually went through anything during this period. But when you actually reflect, you can kind of like remember like, okay, dang, I moved through that pretty quickly. I didn't even notice that I was faced with that challenge. But because I was like constantly moving and constantly, aware of things during this particular period, it seemed like I didn't go through anything. Or if you have these numbers, especially for the number 9, you could go through a lot this particular period, okay? If you have this particular number, because you are meant to experience a lot of different things so that you can understand a lot of different areas of your life. Like I said, you have many different challenges. It's just not one. When this cycle is complete, you will come out wiser, stronger, and ready to take on the world. You will be able to solve problems better than most people around you because you have experienced a lot during this particular during this particular challenge, during this particular cycle or pinnacle. So 9 is the number of selflessness. So you will see a lot of yourself being like a humanitarian, standing up for people. You will also see that you have like this awareness about yourself that no one else has either. So that's why you were faced with these different things during this particular pinnacle, because you are meant to observe, and then you were meant to help out others observe where they kind of don't really see things. And because of the number 0, you will create something out of nothing. So this is what I was saying about the 0 number, the 0 challenge. It's almost like you look at your challenges during this particular pinnacle and you face it head on. And it's kind of like, okay, I don't really have anything, but you don't really notice those things. Like you just notice that everything is going your way. And it seems easy, but on the outside looking in, when someone else looks at you, they think that you don't really have any issues. And it's not that. It's just you are playing the cards that you were dealt with no matter what. You always know that you have a winning hand and you can complete and overcome anything. So this may not seem easy to someone else, but to you having this particular challenge number, it could seem very easy for you. And then with the 9, it's basically the same, but it's kind of like, you have challenges, but you're embracing them more. And then once you do embrace them more, then you can come out wiser and better than before.